Was this the best Raw of the year? Yeah, I got it. It's like, what do you even do in that situation? So, hi, hello, hey there, I'm Delilah, and you're watching guy who would probably be sarcastic to a person holding a gun to their head. Fast forwards through Monday Night Raw because it's 3 hours long. Oh my god, this is the Mark It Down production. Ooh, what a Raw. What a Raw, I'm saying, as I haven't fully watched the show yet, but let's get into it. So, this Raw started out like no other Raw in history before. It started out with someone coming out to cut a promo. Have you ever heard of such a thing? It was Seth freaking Rollins, and he was like, hey Cody, hey buddy, hey pal, can you come out so we can promo each other? And then Cody came out and he was like, oh boy, yeah, promo with you, Seth. And oh man, yo, Cody, baby faces don't wear suits, bro. What are you doing? You're not going to a job interview. You're not, at a family holiday event. You're also a little too old to overdress for a family holiday event. I feel like the older you get, you don't have to have the vest and the tie. You can just have the button up, and it can be loose. It could be like the first button, even the second button could be undone because, you're a fucking adult. You don't gotta. Anyway, you're not. It's not picture day at your overpriced private school. Like, what are you doing, bro? You're a baby face. Anyway, so these two heels are just healing it up because that's how they really feel. Because one of them is a heel and the other one, I'm having a tough time completely buying as a baby face, I'm not, but yeah, so they're just like fucking healing it up, talking about stuff. And Cody was like, I had a management position and, it taught me about mediation. And, I can say I'm great and you can say you're great and I can say I'm better, you can say you're better, but we need a third party, a neutral party to help us decide. So how about it, Buffalo? Granted, I've left out this detail, but the first part of the promo was Rhodes saying, oh, this Buffalo is Rhodes country because they have history there. And so they're not a neutral party. They're not unbiased. So once again, heel. Anyway, so Seth is like, hey, at WrestleMania, I didn't know who I was facing, so how about tonight? You go out for a match in the main event, and you won't know who you're facing, and see how you like it. And Cody was like, I'd love that, because I am a dumb baby face. This is better than I'm giving credit for. It was good, it's just, I'm still, this is how I'm dealing with the Cody situation. It's tough, man, it's tough. Anyways, we had the Women's Tag Team Championship match next. Oh boy, after not getting it last week because of whatever reason Rhea was off TV. You know what? I was maybe a little harsh on that last week. I tend to, when people just disappear nowadays, it's understandable. But anyway, we had this match and I feel like it was rushed a little bit. The timing felt a little weird. Like, am I crazy with that? It felt like all the spots were really cool, but it felt like everything was rushed and sometimes the timing was off because of that. I don't know, this is me speculating, but like I said, all the spots were cool, but the champs retained. Shock. I don't know who says that, but after the match, out of fucking nowhere, according to Jimmy Smith, former American Ninja Warrior commentator, Rhea turned on Liv and beat her up. I can't believe it. And like, hey, it's something to do. It's a story. It's something for both these people to do. But there are literally no women's tag teams. And you just broke one up. You just broke one up that you just put together so that they can be on the card at Mania, and now they are broken up. Bright side is Rhea will probably be a part of Edge's lame faction and make it cooler. because she's cooler than both of them right now, honestly. But the other downside is Rhea was over as fuck. Why? She didn't need to be turned heel. She wasn't floundering. Like, I don't know. Right? Hopefully she's the one to take the title off Bianca, maybe like SummerSlam or something. I don't know. This was fine for what it was. Any hootie and the blowfish. There's been way too much wrestling on this show so far. So Sonya Deville comes out to cut a promo. She's getting some good heat. Even though she's stumbling over her words a little bit, even though she's such a smooth talker, I think she's been backstage too much and, hasn't cut a long promo in front of the crowd for a while. Anyway, she's essentially saying, I'm not abusing my power. I think Bianca's the best, and that's who I want to beat for the title. And you know what? Not super heelish, besides the whole abusing your power thing, but interesting motivation. I miss Sonya as a wrestler. I think it was just unfortunate real life timing with her stalker situation, which I surprisingly won't make fun of. I mean, I won't make fun of. I won't make fun of her, obviously, but I might make fun of the stalker. Now I'll save it. There'll be plenty of time for that. But Bianca comes out. Sonya's like, hey, you can't touch me. I'm an authority figure. And it's hard to buy that after, Ronda just ignored those threats, beat her up, and really didn't suffer any consequences. And, we have proof of that here because Bianca teased the KOD, didn't do it, and got fined. And as we'll find out in a little bit, that she was only fined $1, and which was funny. They did it, they did the reveal in front of Sonya, but they're doing something where the higher ups are mad at Sonya, and it's like, who are the higher ups? There's Vince McMahon, who we know is the highest up, besides Riddle, obviously, and he's on TV. It's like, why can't he just say these things? Why do we have these imaginary higher ups when we have real higher ups? Who needs authority figures anymore? There's beer and coffee mugs, water bottles and soda cups, and it's clear. Oh my god, sorry, that joke's for literally 2 people who would be watching this. But Veer squashed someone, and I've spent way too much time on it. Peace. Yeah, no, people think it's the same guy. Like, are you serious? Come on. Oh my god. So, guys, guess what? The best thing happened, right? Kevin Owens was out for the KO show, but this is a special KO show because we're going to have a lie detector test. Oh boy. Is this like some 2000s Jerry Springer shit or 90s Jerry Springer shit? My timeline is fuzzy. I don't know. Anyway. He had the lie detector test out in the ring, and you know who was hosting the lie detector test? Only Chad Gable. Is that what he went to school for? Dope, bro. You got a lot of things going on, man. This next Xavier Woods out here, man, getting a PhD or whatever, or master's, whatever. I don't know. Good for you guys. Must be nice to afford tuition. Anyway, the comedic chemistry was unbelievable here. He's paying him 150 Canadian dollars. Oh boy. I don't know the conversion rate, but cha-ching, cha-ching, am I right? Anyway, so out comes the man who is clearly, undoubtedly, obviously, painfully obviously, going to dethrone Roman Reigns. Ezekiel. Oh man, he came out, Kevin Owens botched his lines a little bit. He introduced him as Elias. Come on, Kev, you're better than that. Anyway. Ezekiel comes out and he's like, I'm not Elias, bro, but let me ask everyone a question. Who wants to hear Zeke speak? Now, it's clearly not Elias because that is no who wants to walk with Elias. So maybe coming up with catchy, catchphrases isn't Ezekiel's thing. That's why he's the younger brother, not the older one. The older one clearly has more charisma. So they partake in a lie detector test, and oh boy, is Stu Pickles looking so much better, man. He looks a lot less, depressed than he used to back when I was a kid. So that's good. So he takes a lie detector test, and, Chad's like, hey, Crystalia, did you do it? And then he was like, no. Anyway, but this was actually very, very good, very funny. All three of them had great comedic chemistry, and Zeke passed the lie detector test, proven without a shadow of doubt that he is a different person than Elias. So then, unfortunately though, had to happen eventually. He had his first match with Chad Gable, and it was whatever. It happened. But the match was whatever, and it ended in a DQ, because of course it did. Like, come on. You only get to have one first match ever. No one gets to have a second first match ever. And for Ezekiel, it's a victory, but it's a DQ. It didn't need to be. You just beat Chad Gable. That's okay. Like, but also, if you're gonna have Damian Sandow 2.0 versus Chad Gable, you know, there should be some sort of academic theme to the match, but, you know, whatever. Up next is a match between RK Bro and the Street Profits, and I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but this episode of Raw is not bad. This match was pretty good, although could we get some more RK Bro segments and not just matches lately? Like, come on, man. Kevin's not watching for their matches. He wants to hear Riddle say Randy. Like, come on. Other than that, match was good. Street Profits won after the Usos music hit, and after the match, the Usos were like, the Street Profits were like, I wonder who could have cued the Usos music. And yes, he did say Usos, you know, I picked up on it. It was kind of funny. Anyway, you know what? I was very against Street Profits going heel, but actually I kind of feel like it's going to be okay. After that, Edgelord cut a promo complaining about like me and as a millennial and a Gen Z short attention spans, which, you know, okay, boomer, but, you know, he says he's going to face AJ at WrestleMania Backlash. Wow. Man, WrestleMania Backlash is sure shaping up to have almost all the same matches as WrestleMania. Who would have thought? It just doesn't stop. What a jam. What a jelly-packed Raw we have. We had a U.S. title match between Finn Balor and Steve Austin Theory. I mean, just Austin. No, I mean, just Theory. Matt Pat's a dork. I'm not going to make a reference like that. But anyway, match was fun. Good match. Crowd got into it. But obviously, Austin Theory won because Finn Balor is a loser. He's a chump. He's a joke. He's a fucking waste of space. He is such a microscopic speck in this WWE universe, and you're the idiot for ever liking him. If he resigns, I mean what I just said. If he leaves whenever his contract's up, I don't mean it. But Austin Theory won. That's good. I'm still not the biggest Theory fan, but this put a mid-card title on him. I wish Balor didn't suck and wasn't a joke, you know? But there's just no room for him on the top. Or in the middle, apparently. So...
Well done.
What the fuck did I just watch?
Oh, good question. He asked, what the fuck did I just watch?
Hold on. You don't know?
Oh, no.
I don't even know how to unwrap this. We had a 24/7 wedding segment, and oh boy, props to Buffalo because they made this shit. It's so dumb. It's so dumb, but like I chuckled a couple of times. It's the best thing Tamina's done in her entire career. And I say that with no sense of irony at all, honestly. It was sincere. Oh, man. I think that's how, I don't remember. Anyway, this was bonkers. It was something, you know? It was a wrestling wedding, so. Oh, God, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm moving on. Anyway, MVP is like, hey, Bobby, you just messed up how you didn't bring me to WrestleMania. Like, you would have never been champion without me. And it's actually 100% true. He's not lying there. But anyway, it doesn't make sense because why wouldn't you just betray him at WrestleMania and give Omos the win? Because now you're just teaming up with the loser, you know? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Fuck that. Who cares? It's time for the main event. Cody Rhodes' surprise opponent is Kevin Owens. Okay, let's see where this goes. So, the match was more or less about which guy broke the Young Bucks' heart more by signing with WWE. And, you know, emotionally, Kevin Owens, but symbolically, Cody Rhodes. Anyway, match was good, but it's been such a long episode. So much has happened. I don't want to dwell on it forever. The ending was whack though. Kevin Owens just walked out and Cody won via count out. Oh my God, what a limp ending. But whatever, after the match, Seth pushed Cody off the turnbuckle while he was about to pose to the crowd, and at least it ended on that note instead of just the count out. So whatever. Fine. Honestly though, pretty good Raw. Maybe the best Raw of the year so far, honestly. It's not saying much, but, you know. So, go away.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not as funny as Danny